Hello, it's me again, back this time with some poems. So you remember at the beginning of the pandemic when everyone was demanding the government do stuff, funnily enough, the ideologues of the free market went kind of quiet. So I wrote this poem about that. It's called Wherefore Art Thou Capitalism? No one's saying leave it to the market. No one's claiming competition's key, that stockbrokers will lead us from the darkness. No one's sneering now at stuff for free. No one says that laissez-faire will sort it. No one says that we'll be saved by greed. None declare just those who can afford it should get the test and get the care they need. No one says we need more speculators. No one's calling care workers unskilled. No one waits for private ventilators. No one thinks compassion should be billed. No one says the rich should keep their fortunes instead of sharing wealth for common good. No one says they wouldn't pool resources to help the sick and frightened if they could. No one says it's fine to charge your damnedest. Supply will match demand and set the prices. No one says that mutual aid is madness. No one trusts a banker in a crisis. So where are Adam Smith and Milton Friedman? Where's triumphant capitalism hiding? Where's the wealth of nations when you need them? Tell the stock exchanges when you find them. But keep your guard for when this crisis passes and profit praisers raise their voice anew. When corporate beggars claim their place as masters, remember solidarity got us through. Tell them that we won't come back to serve them. Tell them profit damages our health. We'll share the riches, for we all deserve them, and build a democratic Commonwealth. There you go. Okay, so look, proper poetry. There's a type of proper poetry called the villanelle, which is like 19 lines and you've got to repeat certain lines and stuff. Anyway, the most famous of them is by Dylan Thomas. And it's do not go gentle into that good night. So I kind of ripped that off and wrote this one on an environmental theme. So I thought I'd do it for today's gig. And yeah, this is called The Coral's Grief. Do not concede the gentle coral's grief. Attend the lessons nature has to teach. Rage, rage against the dying of the reef. Great oceans flow too warm and not too brief. So polyps spit out algae, turn to bleach, and gentle corals fade to death-white grief. The gas-cooked greenhouse climate is the thief of life from barriers great and praised in speech. Rage, rage against the dying of the reef. The profit maker and the finance chief will calculate the budget will not reach enough to stop the gentle coral's grief. Gaze down glass-bottomed boats in disbelief at global treaties vetoed, sunk and breached. Rage, rage against the dying of the reef. The tide is running out to bring relief. The fight to save the life beyond the beach. Do not concede the gentle coral's grief. Rage, rage against the dying of the reef. And one more, because tomorrow is the anniversary of the Stonewall Riot, and the annual Pride March began as an annual tribute to the night on which the clientele of the Stonewall Bar in New York fought back against the cops for raiding them. Not that you'd know that from the way Pride is these days, more of a kind of commercial fiesta than a fight back. So I wrote this 2 years ago for the 50th anniversary of Stonewall, and it's called Stonewall Was a Riot. It wasn't the Stonewall focus group or the Stonewall business case. It wasn't the Stonewall let's present our most respectable face. Long years of asking nicely had not got us anywhere. Our rulers did not listen when we whispered, it's not fair. So when rewriters try to say we won by being quiet, remind them of our history, that Stonewall was a riot. It wasn't the Christopher Street parade or a carnival with floats. No candidates turned up and smiled to try to win our votes. It wasn't the Stonewall letter or the Stonewall resolution. It fought all night to light the dawn of the gay rights revolution. When glossies feed you tales that serve a bland and spiceless diet, Remind them of our history, that Stonewall was a riot. Starbucks did not sponsor it, nor Barclays Bank, nor Nike. It was not led by lobbyists, but drag queens, fags and dykes. The advertisers did not book a rainbow centre spread, and coppers did not dance with queers, but beat them till they bled. When corporations claim our cause, then comrades, do not buy it. Remind them of our history, that Stonewall was a riot. Now every tactic, loud and quiet, is welcome on our storm. But if it hadn't been for the Stonewall Riot, we'd have no pride at all. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the event. My name has been Janine Booth. Goodbye, solidarity.